Apologies there. Not sure what happened, why that broadcast cut out. As Johnson struck out Pinckney. So apologies to for you guys having to switch broadcasts here. A little bit of a technological glitch. So one down here in the bottom of the third. Here's Willie Davis. Slider misses down and away. It's 1-0. Johnson delivers. Fastball at the knee is 1-1 the count. Popped up. Roberts under it. Puts it away for the second out.
Up next to the Dodgers, the shortstop, Bill.
So here's Bill Russell. Russell 0 for 1. He flew out back in the first. First pitch offering from Johnson misses inside. Pitch from Johnson. Splitter there. Swung on and missed. It's 1-1. That one is fouled off, so the count goes to 1-2. Johnson's trying to put Russell away here to wrap up the third. High fastball. Russell flies it out. Shallow center. Coming on. Finley puts it away. And the side is retired. So the Dodgers go in order. We're still locked in a great pitcher's duel here. Johnson and Kershaw holding each other's teams scoreless as we head to the top of the fourth. Here's Ryan Roberts. Slider there, misses away. Counts now 2-0. Again, apologies. Not sure what happened with that first broadcast. Cut off there in the third for whatever reason. Got disconnected, so apologize if that threw anybody off a bit. Popped up there. Brothers underneath it. Puts it away for out number 1. Clay Baseball Fan is here. How are you, Tim? Hope all was good with you. Here's J.D. Martinez. Martinez is 0 for 1. There's a shot just foul outside third. Oh, 1 the count. Big looping curveball from Kershaw, but misses down low. It's 1-1. Kershaw deals. Fastball misses down low. 2-1 the count. High cheddar, but a little bit too high. So Kershaw behind Martinez, 3-1. 1 out here in the scoreless top of the fourth. Breaking ball. Martinez waits on it. Hits it well out to center. Davis is going back on it. He tracks it down at the edge of the track. That's a nice play by Willie Davis. That is a tough play. Hit directly over his head. That is a very hard play for a center fielder, but Davis gets on his horse and tracks it down for 2. Upton struck out his first time up. First pitch, strike there. That one is fouled off. Count goes to 0-2. Yeah, excited for hockey to be picking up again. Even though my Islanders didn't do much in the off season. Lamoriello a little too standing pat for my likes, but Islanders will be right on the cusp of a playoff possibility. Upton hits this one well to right. Going back on it is Marquez. Marquez back near the wall. Has to play it off the wall. One hopper, so Upton goes the other way, drives one over Marquez's head for a 2-out double, and the Diamondbacks, for the first time in this one, have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Here's Uribe Oldrazo. Breaking ball from Kershaw, in there for a called strike. Durazo struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch. Slider away. He's ahead of Durazo 0-2. They see Durazo batting .300 with runners in scoring position this year. Kershaw gets the sign from Campanella. Don't want to give Durazo something here he can do anything with. Kershaw can kind of go wherever he wants at this point. High fastball. Durazo lays off. It's 1-2. Kershaw takes a peek out at Upton and delivers. Durazo flails out a slider. Gets a piece to stay alive. Steve Tate joins us. How are you, Steve? Hope all is good with you, sir. Slider away. Durazo lays off. So 2-2 now, the count to Durazo. Upton on second. We're still scoreless here at Dodger Stadium. Good pitching matchup so far as expected. Fastball, Durazo loops it down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Wheat comes on, but Upton will come around to score easily. It's a bloop base hit for Uribe Durazo, and the Diamondbacks take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 4th. Nice job there by Durazo. Gets this one off the end of the bat a little bit. But hit it where they ain't. Drops this one down the left field line. So now here's Steve Finley. Finley is 0 for 1. Kershaw will try to limit the damage here. Slider in there for a called strike. Finley popped out his first time up. Hey there, Mike. Glad you found this. Sorry that I don't know what went wrong with the other broadcast that it cut off there in the 3rd. Fortunately, I noticed it pretty much right away, but unfortunately, I don't have the ability to kind of fire it up again on that same link, so I had to get a new stream going. 1-1 the count. Breaking ball, loop shallow center. Davis is under it though. It'll hang up for him. Puts it away, and the side is retired. But the Upton double and the bloop single from Durazo get a run on the board for the D-backs. We head to the bottom. He doubled his first time up.
The first baseman, number 0.
Johnson deals heater there, called strike. High slider there, that's taken for a strike, so Johnson gets back. There's a delivery. Fastball. Down in the dirt and away. Brothers won't chase that. Pitch from Johnson. Brothers. High fly ball to right center. It's going to hang. Oh, but it doesn't hang long enough for Upton to get there. Upton playing Brothers to pull. I thought that was going to float a little bit longer than it did, but it finds the grass. And Brothers is on his second hit of the game. He's got both hits against Johnson. It's a leadoff single here to open up the bottom of the 4th. Here's Roy Campanella. Campanella 0 for 1. Upton approached that ball like he thought he was going to get there. First pitch to Campanella misses outside. Can certainly double Campanella up if you can get him to put one on the ground. Swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Fastball from Johnson. He gasses him. That one's triple digits. Count goes to 1-2 on Campy. Steps out, takes a practice swing. Try to get his mind right to face Johnson again. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Johnson's gone straight heat on the past couple. Wouldn't be surprised to see a breaking ball out of the zone here to Campanella. Slider. Down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Past Roberts. Runner around second, then decides to hold. So Campanella pulls one past Roberts down at third. Ball not hit that hard. Roberts playing him well off the line. So here's Zach Wheat. First two men on for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the fourth. Wheat grounded out his first time up. Fastball misses away. It's 2-0. Johnson would love a strikeout or a ground ball here. Fastball out of the zone. He's behind Wheat 3-0. So Johnson fighting it a little bit. Davey Lopes waits on deck. Johnson comes to the set. Slider. 3-0 slider. Bit of a surprising call there. Gets it in though for the strike. It's 3-1. Fastball, the call to the splitter, outside for ball 4. So the bases are loaded, nobody out for Davey Lopes. The Dodgers trail it 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. They're going to try to remedy that situation here. Johnson's got some work to do. Here's Lopes, he's 0 for. Lopes not going to be an easy guy to double up. D-backs will concede a run here if Lopes puts it on the ground. Fastball just up high. Two and 0 to Lopes. Twirls the bat, gets himself set. Fastball from Johnson in there for a called strike. It's 2-1. Johnson delays, then delivers. Fastball puts that one past him. He's back to 2-2. Johnson working a little quickly now this time. That one off the plate. Lopes gets a piece of it to stay alive. Here's the pitch from Johnson. High fastball. Lopes gets a piece again. Johnson is set. Fastball just low, and the count goes full. Bases stacked, no room at the end for Lopes. Johnson, fastball misses inside, ball 4. Good at bat there for Davey Lopes. Johnson walks in the run, and we're tied at 1 here in Dodger Stadium. Here's Luis Marquez. Marquez was hit by a pitch his first time up. Fastball misses up high. Johnson fighting it a bit here. They've been on cruise control through the first three. Fast splitter. That one is in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Comes to the set and delivers. That splitter is called outside. Johnson snatches the ball back with a bit of disgust. He wanted that pitch. And it looked like a good one. Delivery. Fastball misses inside. 3-1. 26 pitches from Johnson here in the inning. Marquez down the right field line. It's slicing and it'll be out of play. Count goes full. Johnson's already walked in one. Fastball splitter, called strike on the outside corner. That's the same pitch he didn't get earlier, but he gets that one. Third strikeout for Johnson, and it's a big one. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Base is still juiced. Here's Jim Lefebvre. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike, dialing it up to 100. Johnson not even looking at runners. Shot down to first, diving stop. Durazo knocks it down. His only play will be to first. They get Lefebvre, but a run scores. The other two runners move up. It's 2-1 LA. Nice play by Durazo, who certainly saved the run by keeping that ball on the infield. So now with two down, here's George Pinckney. Pinckney is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Fastball in there for a called strike. Johnson comes to the set. Slider in there for a called strike. He's ahead of Pinckney, 0-2. Big Clue in the house. How are you, Clue? Johnson. Two-seamer down low. He doesn't throw too many of those. Pinckney fouls it off. Splitter. Pinckney chases it out of the zone. Count still 0-2. Slider there. Pinckney gets a piece again. Johnson has labored through this inning. He's up over 30 pitches here in the fourth. Fastball. Pinckney fouls it off. Johnson delivers. And another one fouled off. Good at bat here from Pinckney. Lopes had a good bat earlier on in this inning. That one is lashed. Down to third. Roberts picks it on the line, and the side is retired. So the Dodgers get two. That could have been worse, but that was a tough slog for Johnson. We head to the top of the fifth. Dodgers 2, Diamondbacks 1. Johnson, Ahmed, and Kelly coming on to face Clayton Kershaw here in the top of the fifth.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the second baseman, Kelly.
Their offense has been terrible, Clue. They have, however, taken the first two games of this series. They scored 12 runs yesterday, so I figure that they're going to get going around. But the Dodgers really didn't have a super draw. I mean, they won 95 games last year, but that was largely their pitching. And Zach Wheat had an incredible year last year, and he's been normal this year. He's still been solid. But, I mean, they're not getting any great seasons from anybody. Brothers is still hitting for power, but his average is down significantly. So their pitching hasn't been quite as good, and the offense has just not really produced to this point. But I would suspect that the Dodgers will be in the thick of a playoff spot again by the time this all winds down. 2-2 the count here to Kelly Johnson, leading off the top of the fifth. Fly ball to right. Marquez, underneath it, puts it away for out number one. Here's Nick Ahmed. Ahmed 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Yes, that's true. That's true. The Diamondbacks just have no pop. I mean, the Diamondbacks got a lucky draw because their initial 40-man had Johnson and Schilling. So they at least had two really good starters that they could kind of go with. But they just don't have enough offense. Oh, nice play, Luis Marquez. With the robbery on Nick Ahmed, a sinking, slicing liner. And Marquez, who has done nothing at the plate in limited action here for the Dodgers this year, does make an outstanding grab there. There's two away here in the top of the fifth. Here's Carson Kelly, the Diamondbacks catcher. Kelly had the first hit of the game for the D-backs, a single back in the third. Fastball misses up high, it's 1-1. Fastball misses down low, it's 2-1. Oh, big looping curveball. Kershaw has not thrown a ton of those curves in this game, actually. He's thrown a few more sliders than those curveballs, but that was a beauty. He snapped off there. Count even to Kelly at 2-2. Popped up down the right field line, slicing foul. I don't think Marquez will get there, and he'll watch it bounce into the seats. Fastball misses down low. Count goes full. Ender Inciarte waits in the on-deck circle for Arizona. Fly ball. Davis is over. Puts it away. And the side is retired. So good job by Kershaw getting the 1-2-3 inning after the Dodgers claim the lead. They'll go with the top of the order, Davis, Russell, and Brothers, to face Randy Johnson. We'll see if Johnson can bounce back after that laborious fourth. It's 2-1 LA. Here in the bottom of the fifth, here is Willie Davis. Davis 0 for 2. He's popped out and grounded out. Fastball, called strike at the top of the zone. Splitter away, and Johnson ahead of Davis, 0-2. Oh, yeah, that player had to be retired to make the roster. Tony La Russa baseball. I didn't even remember the all-time rosters for that, but yeah, that would make it. Good grief. So if you had to pick a Blue Jays roster back when Tony La Russa baseball came out and everybody had to be retired, I don't even know who they would have put on that roster. Cliff Johnson and Otto Velez. And slider misses inside. Here to Russell. Splitter away, Russell flails at it. Count goes to 1-1. That one sliced down the right field line and foul. Russell turns that slider. But well foul, the count's 1-2. Russell jam shot up the middle, and that is a seeing eye, excuse me, swing single for Bill Russell. That was down and in, and Russell just kind of flicked the bat at it and put it in a perfect spot up the middle. Not much range there from Nick Ahmed at short. So 1 out single. Here's Dan Brothers. Brothers is 2 for 2. Doubled his first time up, singled his last time up. He also scored a run. There you see, 14 homers for Brothers, but only hitting .267. After batting, I believe, .320 or so last year. Fly ball to right. Upton's not even going to have to move. Makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
The catcher, number 39. Boy.
Derek Wagoner joined us. Hey, Derek, how are you? Thanks for tuning in as always. Greatly appreciate it. So 2 down. Here's Campanella. Campanella 1 for 2, singled and scored. Fastball misses away. You see Campanella currently second in the All-Star voting in the National League at catcher. Fastball misses up high. It's 2-0. My assumption is that Buster Posey is probably leading the All-Star vote. Campanella skies this one to left. J.D. Martinez comes over. He'll have to play it on the hop. Russell going for third, and he is gunned down. That was a looper. Russell thought he would have time, but Martinez makes a good, strong throw to third, and Russell is thrown out. Trying to stretch. Take an extra base there on the Campanella single. So we head now to the top of the 6th. The Dodgers still trying to hold a 2-1 lead. Kershaw will try to keep that lead. Here's Ender Inciarte. Kershaw has struck him out twice. That one is fouled. It's 1-1. Fastball fouled off. It's 1-2. There's the pitch from Kershaw. Looping shot to short. It's caught before it hits the ground. Good job there by Russell. That one kind of knuckled on him, but he stayed with it. For the first out. Here's Ryan Roberts. Roberts 0 for 2 in the game, 0 for 10 in the series. Campanella signals he wants it high. Kershaw goes up high, but it's taken. Counts 1-0. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Fastball in there brings it to 1-2. So as I mentioned previously, the plan was I wanted to get each, same way as I did it in year 1, I wanted to make sure that I did a broadcast for every team that's in the league at least once before we got to the All-Star break. And then once I'd gotten every team broadcasted, at least once, then from there, I would just pick whatever the best game was as my game of the week broadcast. So now with this being the first Diamondbacks broadcast of the year, as Roberts works out the 1-out walk, just have to get to the White Sox, the Marlins, the Rays, and the Phillies. They're the only teams that haven't done a broadcast of yet this season. And after those 4 teams are done, then we'll just start every broadcast. Will just be whatever is the best game or pitching matchup on the docket for that given day. So here's J.D. Martinez, turns the first pitch fastball deep but foul down the left field line. Martinez and Justin Upton, pretty much the only semblance of power in this Diamondbacks lineup. Ground ball through the hole, through the right side. Marquez comes up throwing, gets it into Lopes, but now it's 2 men on for the D-backs here in the top of the 6th. Good piece of hitting from Martinez, puts it through the hole. So now here's Upton. Upton 1 for 2. Obviously, as we've mentioned, this is a weak lineup. Don't want to be too careful with Upton, though, because if you walk him, you load the bases. So we'll see how Kershaw approaches it. Misses with the first pitch for ball 1. Upton pulls that one foul, 1-1 the count. Checks the runners and delivers. Upton chases a high one, hits it well out to left, but it'll stay in the yard. Wheat tracks it down in the gap. The runner is going to tag to third, so it'll be runners at the corners. Good heads-up base running there to take third on that one. Wheat retreating backwards on it. So now it's runners at the corners. The tying run is 90 feet away. Here's Aribiel Durazo. Durazo is 1 for 2. He had a bloop single his last time up to drive in the lone Diamondbacks run of the game. Kershaw delivers. Fastball in there for a called strike. Durazo looking to come through with another big hit. Popped up. Shallow left. Russell going out. He's underneath it, though, and puts it away to retire the side. So the Diamondbacks threaten but do not score. Dodgers coming up in the bottom of the 6th. They lead at 2-1. Wheat, Lopes, and Marquez due up for L.A. Here's Zach Wheat. Wheat's 0 for 1. Randy Johnson starts the 6th. He's at 96 pitches. Again, I don't have, let's see if they showed me the graphic with the exact pitch count, but he was up in the mid-30s at least in pitches in that 4th inning. Claudio Vargas, Trey Jameson throwing for the Diamondbacks. That is a significant downgrade from Randy Johnson. Fastball misses up high. It's 1-1. Fastball. Call the ball. Wow, I don't know where that one was. That certainly looked like a good pitch from Johnson there. Wheat hits it to left. Martinez just took one step back. He's there. Two-handed grab for out number 1. Thanks, Derek. I appreciate that.
Now batting, number 17.
So 1 down. Here's Davey Lopes. Lopes is 0 for 1. Walked. His walk brought in a run for the Dodgers in that 2-run 4th. Johnson had been on cruise control through the first 3 innings. Ground ball down to first. Durazo flips it to Johnson covering. Lopes gets down the line well, but he is retired for the 2nd out. If Johnson can get Marquez in fairly quick fashion here, you might see Johnson come back out to start the 7th. Fastball misses up high. It's 1-0. Brittany Sherrill joining. How are you? I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thanks for giving me some of your time here to check in here to the Legend Sports universe. 1-1 the count as Johnson works to Marquez. High fastball, fouled off down the right field line. It's 1-2. Pitch from Johnson. Marquez, another one down the right field line, another one slicing. That one finds the seats and foul ground as well. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses up high. It's 2-2. That slider doesn't slide. No break on that one. Misses away. The count goes full. Marquez fouls off the splitter. That was up in the zone. That's not where Johnson wanted that pitch. He got away with one there. High slider misses for ball 4. So Marquez, who as we mentioned earlier can run a bit, draws the 2-out walk. Here's Jim Lefebvre. 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. His ground out brought home the lead run. Got us to 2-1, which is where we stand now. First pitch, fastball from Johnson in there for a called strike. Johnson delivers. That fastball is called inside. Johnson sets, keeps an eye on Marquez. Delivers, fastball away. It's 2-1. Throw over. Marquez gets back easily. Johnson set. Good fastball there on the inside corner. The count goes to 2-2. Fly ball. Hit well. Out to right center field. Long run for Finley. He's going to have to play it off the wall. 2 runs will score. And Jim Lefebvre, who drove in 6 runs yesterday, comes up with the RBI double into the gap off Johnson. Here in the 6th to get an insurance run for Clayton Kershaw. The Dodgers take a 3-1 lead. And that's going to be it for Randy Johnson. Clearly not happy as he stalks off the mound. That 4th inning unraveled a lot for Johnson. Here's Dre Jameson. Jameson, 19 appearances so far this year. No record. A 3.91 earned run average to this point. He will try to keep this a 3-1 ball game. Again, Johnson threw almost 40 pitches in that 4th inning. Walked in a run, gave up a run on a ground out as well. Now the RBI double from Lefebvre makes it a 3-1 game. Jameson's fastball to Pinckney is in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. There's a shot out to left. JD Martinez comes on, makes the grab, and puts it away. Got the stupid uniform glitch again, but Jim Lefebvre with the RBI double gets the Dodgers an insurance run. We head to the top of the 7th here in L.A. L.A. leads it 3-1. Brittany asks, "Can you do one sometime later?" Sure, yeah. I'll get back to doing the Braves at some point. I've done a broadcast of theirs already in this, but I'll certainly do another Braves broadcast before the season is out. Jay Howell and Steve Howe throwing in the Dodgers bullpen. They're freshly up. Neither one of them thrown from the mound yet. So Kershaw. The plan, I believe, will be to give Kershaw this 7th inning unless he gets into trouble. See where he's at there. He's at 98 pitches. 1-1 the count as he works to Finley. Fastball misses down low. Kershaw wants to know where that pitch was. Doesn't seem to buy the explanation, but he has to deal with it. So 2-1 the count. This will be the 100th pitch of the game for Kershaw. And Finley yanks it into right. Marquez comes on, though, puts it away for out number 1. Here's Kelly Johnson. Johnson 0 for 2, struck out and flew out. Yeah, no, of course, Brittany, and I appreciate that. I certainly like knowing who the fans of people who check into the channel are. What teams the people who check into the channel are fans of, I should say. We even give Clue a Reds broadcast every once in a while. Fastball. Count goes to 1-1. Tapper back to the mound. Kershaw has it, throws to first, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 13.
So first 2 come easily to Kershaw here in the 7th. Here's Nick Ahmed. Ahmed is 0 for 2. Breaking ball, pulled foul. Well, that one slider rides in on Ahmed. Doesn't catch him, though. So it's just a ball in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Fastball in there for a called strike. 1-2, breaking ball, ground ball up the middle. Russell dives, comes up with it. Nice play. Bill Russell, he throws him out, and the side is retired. Well done by Bill Russell to take a hit away from Nick Ahmed. Lays out, makes the throw from his knees. Good job by Russell. It's 7th inning stretch time here in LA. Dodgers still lead it 3-1. Jameson will stay in for Arizona. He'll face Willie Davis as the top of the Dodgers order comes up. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Yeah, Derek, I'll certainly get to a Yankee broadcast at some point again too. I did a Yankees broadcast earlier. Like I said, once I get into the second.
Now batting, shortstop, Bill.
Sorry, I had to sneeze there. I had to shut my mic off. It's 1 down. Here's Bill Russell. Like the first half of the season, I want to make sure that every team in the league is covered in at least one broadcast. But then the second half of the season, I've got 4 more teams that I've got to get a broadcast in for. And then after that point, I'll just do whatever is the best or most appealing matchup of a given week. And largely, usually focused on like contending teams or stuff like that. So, I mean, the Yankees are certainly in the playoff hunt here, so I'll certainly get to some Yankees broadcast. If there's a good Yankees-Red Sox or Yankees-A's series, I'll probably do a game from that. Braves have struggled a bit so far, but that division is still fairly tight, and the Braves are still in a wild card hunt there, too, so I'll certainly get a Braves broadcast or a couple in the second half of the year, I'm sure, as well. So 2 down. Here's Dan Brothers. Brothers is 2 for 3. Fastball just misses outside for ball 1. Jameson clearly disagreeing with the umpire's call there. Breaking ball, Brothers smashes it. Nicely picked by Ahmed. Nifty play. So Ahmed was robbed of a hit in the top half. Makes a nifty grab there on the Brothers shot himself to end the 7th. We head to the top of the 8th. Kershaw and the Dodgers still lead it 3-1. So Kershaw's day is done. He goes 7, allows a run, and now it's going to be Jay Howell to try to bridge the gap here. 10 appearances so far this year. He's 1-0, a 3.68 earned run average. He will face Carson Kelly. Kelly 1 for 2, singled back in the third.
The catcher, Carson Kelly.
First pitch, strike. Lots of shots of the Diamondbacks manager for some reason in this one. Someone in the booth has the hots for the fictional Diamondbacks manager. Fastball misses up high. 1-1 the count. Crowd is filled out here nicely at Dodger Stadium. 55,000 in the house. Breaking ball, fly ball to right. Marquez is over. Puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, number 11.
So 1 down, here's Inciarte. Inciarte 0 for 3, lined out his last time up. We'll get to the out-of-town scoreboard one more time here. As we get to it here this inning, curveball misses down low, it's 1-0. Fastball there, called strike to even the count. Fastball misses up high, 2-1. There's a shot ripped into right. That's a base hit for Inciarte. So it's a 1-out single here in the top of the 8th. Inciarte gets to Jay Howell. Now that'll bring up Ryan Roberts. Tying run now to the plate. Fastball in there for a called strike. Roberts 0 for 2 with a walk. That one misses up and away. It's 1-1. Curveball misses down low. High fastball fouled back. So the count now 2-2 to Roberts. Dodger Stadium crowd trying to will Howell through this. Chases one out of the zone. It's fouled off. As Clue notes, speaking of D-backs manager, unfortunate how many close calls Showalter has had. Yanks one immediately after they tossed him. Same with the D-backs. Yeah, I mean, hey, Tex, yeah, I don't know what happened either. Just the broadcast cut out, so I had to restart a new one. I can't restart it on the same link, so I just had to get another one. I had to fire up a different stream. I posted in the Discord, but I don't know if anybody was going to see that. But yeah, Clue. I mean, and I think the Showalter firing here is just a combination of things. Like a lot of what happened this year wasn't on him by any means for the Mets, as the fastball to Roberts misses inside, so it's 1st and 2nd. Howell getting into a little bit of trouble here to the biggest threat in the D-backs lineup, J.D. Martinez. 1 for 3, singled in the 6th. But also with bringing in Stearns as the president of baseball ops, if Showalter had multiple years left on his contract, I kind of think Stearns may have said, hey, let's wait and see. But you weren't going to give Showalter an extension, and then to have him just kind of be a lame duck manager in Stearns' first year, I don't think Stearns wanted that. So they just figured they were just going to go with a clean slate. So again, I just think Showalter was kind of a bit of a victim of circumstance here more than anything. Takashi Saito and Al Momo throwing in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Got to think it's going to be Saito, the closer, though, who come in the 9th, assuming Howell gets out of this. Nice curveball there. Martinez swings and misses. Count goes to 1-2. The tying runs are now on base. Clayton Kershaw allowed 1 run over 7. To outduel Randy Johnson. Fastball, call the ball, 2-2. Curveball misses down and away. Justin Upton waits on deck. Full count here to Martinez. Big pitch from Howell. Martinez, hanging curveball, pulls it well foul. High fastball, and he gets him. Martinez swings and misses. Big strikeout there from Jay Howell. Second out of the inning. High cheddar, he puts it past Martinez, who was looking to give the D-backs the lead with a big swing there. Goes out of the zone for it. Now there's 2 away, and here's Justin Upton. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Fastball rides in. It's 1-1. There's another good heater from Howell. On the inside corner, it's 1-2. Not an easy winning of work here for Howell. Campanella sets. Fastball away, misses off the plate. Upton doesn't chase. Count goes to 2-2. Fastball struck him out. Upton swings and misses, and Howell gets out of trouble, strikes out. Martinez and Upton back to back. We head to the bottom of the 8th in LA. Dodgers still hold the 3-1 lead. Howell pumped up after that one. So here's Roy Campanella. Campanella 2 for 3, a pair of singles and a run scored. Jameson's done fine work and done quick work. He's only thrown 10 pitches since coming in for Johnson, so he's going to stay in here. Fastball misses up high. It's 1-1. Claudio Vargas and Andrew Chafin throwing in the bullpen for the D-backs. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Campanella swings over the top of it. It's 1-2. Fastball inside. Campanella tries to turn it, but gets jammed a bit. Martinez able to come on and make the play, and there's 1 out. See, the Yankees defeat the Royals in Kansas City 2-1. Ron Guidry wins his 9th. Tim Belcher takes the loss for the Royals. Guidry allows a run over 6 1/3. Amos Otis, his 12th home run for the Royals. Tigers defeat the Blue Jays in Detroit 4-3. Kovaleski with the win, Manoah with the loss. John Hiller, his 14th save, as Zach Wheat flies out for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Giants defeat the Mets in New York at Shea 5-2. Tim Keefe wins his 7th. Tom Seaver falls to 5-3. Jeff Kent, his 16th home run of the year for the Giants. Francisco Lindor, his 5th for the Mets. Reds blank the Phillies in Philadelphia. Dolph Luque improves to 7-7, goes the distance. Jim Bunning's struggles continue. He falls to 2-5. A complete game 3 hitter for Luque there for the Reds. Brewers defeat the Expos in Montreal 3-2. Larry Sorensen outduels Max Scherzer. Gorman Thomas hits a pair of home runs for the Brew Crew. Cubs defeat the Pirates in Pittsburgh 7-2. Ferguson Jenkins with the win. Babe Adams falls to 2-10 for Pittsburgh. Pirates have been solid this year, but Babe Adams has not. Rockies lead the Padres 4-3 in the 8th. Carlos Gonzalez, a pair of homers, has driven in all 4 runs for the Rockies. Gary Templeton, 4 for 4 for the Padres. Astros defeat the Marlins 6-3 as Davey Lopes lines a single into center. J.R. Richard gets the win there. Sandy Alcantara takes the loss for the Marlins. Braves defeat the Rangers in Texas 4-2. Jim Whitney improves to 5-4. Gaylord Perry falls to 5-7. So 2 down, man on first for Luis Marquez. First pitch, fastball in there for a called strike. Runner goes, and Lopes steals that bag easily. 10th stolen base of the year for Davey Lopes. Got a great jump. Not a bad throw, but way late. So Dodgers will try to add another insurance run here. Now they've got Lopes in the scoring position. Marquez, ground ball to second. Fielded by Johnson, throws to first. And the side is retired. So the D-backs will come up, trailing by 2 in the top of the ninth. Durazo, Finley, and Johnson. Dodgers lead it 3-1. Here's the closer, Takashi Saito. 15 saves and 17 opportunities. He's 0-1. 3.86 earned run average to this point in the year. This will be his 18th appearance. He'll start off facing Durazo. Durazo 1 for 3, single and an RBI, drove in the lone Arizona run. First pitch, fastball, misses down low. Another fastball misses. Saito behind Durazo 2-0 to start off the top of the ninth. Fastball misses away. 3-0. Steve Finley swings in the on-deck circle. Slider in there for a called strike. It's 3-1. Fastball, Durazo turns this one. Fly ball to right. Marquez going back. He's at the track. Tracks it down. Nicely done by Luis Marquez. Already made a very nice diving grab out there in right. Makes his second good defensive play. Dodgers have gotten some good defense in this one. Russell made a nice play up the middle. Willie Davis, a nice grab on a shot earlier on, straight over his head. Here's Finley, takes ball 1 down low. That fastball catches the corner, it's 1-1. Nice slider there, gets Finley out in front. The count goes to 1-2. There's a pitch, looping curveball. Finley lays off. Another curveball. Finley grounds it to second. Lopes has it. Throws to first, and the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. Dodgers looking to complete the sweep here. Kelly Johnson will try to hold that off. Johnson 0 for 3 on the day. Crowd here at Dodger Stadium on its collective feet. First pitch, fastball, fouled off. If you are watching and have not subscribed as of yet, I hope you will consider doing so. And also kindly bang that like button if you have not as of yet. It would be greatly appreciated. Fastball in there for a called strike. Count goes to 0-2 to Johnson. D-backs down to their final strike. Ground ball foul outside of third. Pitch from Saito, swung on and missed, strike 3, and that's the ball game. Saito fans Johnson to end it. Kershaw gets the win, allows a run over 7, and the Dodgers, whose struggles have been documented here so far this season, complete a much-needed series sweep of the Diamondbacks. Kershaw improves to 5-3. Randy Johnson falls to 5-6, despite another solid outing from him. Just no run support with this Arizona lineup. Takashi Saito picks up the save. Yeah, see a nice play. Luis Marquez out there in right. Another nice play there. Bill Russell. So Dodgers flash some leather and some pitching in this one. The offense does enough against Johnson. Final line score, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the D-backs. Again, Kershaw's final line, 7 innings, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 run allowed. Randy Johnson goes 5 2/3, allows 3 runs, 6 hits, strikes out 4, walks 3. Pretty much all the damage to him, his pitching performance there in the 4th. That inning kind of wrecked everything. He allowed the double to Jim Lefebvre for the insurance run in the 6th, but that 2-run 4th lasted about 40 pitches. For Johnson, he walked in a run. He went full on a few hitters, in addition to the walks. That certainly shortened his outing. Diamondbacks strike out 8 times. Look at those batting averages. There's just not enough offense to let the Diamondbacks hang in. See Lefebvre, another pair of RBIs. Jim Lefebvre only has 11 RBIs on the season. He got 8 of them in this series. He drove in 6 runs yesterday. Howell gets the hold. Saito saves his 16th. And again, Johnson, despite that 3.13 very solid ERA, now has a 5-6 record on the year. So we'll do the quick pass through the out-of-town scoreboard before signing off here. Red Sox defeat the Cardinals in Boston 4-3. Cy Young wins his 10th. Howie Pollitt falls to 8-3. Jonathan Papelbon picks up save number 20. In Chicago, the Angels defeat the White Sox 2-1 in a pitcher's duel. Andy Messersmith gets the win to improve to 5-3. Bobby Thigpen falls to 4-2, taking the loss out of the pen for Chicago. Francisco Rodriguez saves his 17th. The Rays all over the Indians, 18-1 in Cleveland. Rookie Corey Kluber was routed in that one by the Rays. Chris Archer improves to 4-7. The Rays bang out 24 hits in that game. Tigers defeat the Blue Jays 4-3 in Detroit. Harry Kovaleski improves to 3-3. Alex Manoah falls to 3-9. John Hiller saves his 14th for the Tigers. Yankees defeat the Royals in Kansas City 2-1. Ron Guidry, a terrific performance from him. He improves to 9-4. Tim Belcher falls to 3-3. Chad Green saves his 20th. Seattle defeats Minnesota in Minnesota. Arthur Rhodes gets the win to improve to 2-2. Matt Guerriere falls to 1-3. Mike Jackson, his 19th save for the Mariners. Astros defeat the Marlins in Houston. J.R. Richard improves to 6-6. Sandy Alcantara falls to 3-6. Will Harris, save number 18 for Houston. Baltimore defeats Oakland 8-2 in Oakland. Mike Mussina improves to 7-2. The reigning outstanding pitcher, Rube Waddell, falls to 6-5. Braves defeat the Rangers in Texas 4-2. Jim Whitney gets the win there. Gaylord Perry takes the loss. Craig Kimbrell saves his 20th. Giants over the Mets 5-2 at Shea. Tim Keefe improves to 7-4. Tom Seaver falls to 5-3. Al Holland picks up save number 15 as Gary Sorrell joins us in the chat. How are you, Gary? Reds shut out the Phillies, blank them in Philadelphia. Dolph Luque, a complete game 3-hitter, improves to 7-7. Jim Bunning falls to 2-5 for the Phillies. Brewers defeat the Expos in Montreal. Larry Sorensen improves to 4-2. Max Scherzer falls to 5-6. Brent Suter picks up save number 16. Cubs defeat the Pirates 7-2 in Pittsburgh. Fergie Jenkins improves to 6-4. Babe Adams falls to 2-10. And a season where the Pittsburgh pitching has recovered after a down season last year. Babe Adams has been the one weak spot there. Bill Henry picks up save number 2 for the Cubs. In the game you saw here on the channel, Dodgers defeat the D-backs 3-1 behind Clayton Kershaw's strong 7 innings. He outduels Randy Johnson. Kershaw 5-3. Johnson falls to 5-6. Saito saves number 16. And lastly, in San Diego, the Rockies hold on and defeat the Padres 4-3. Rookie Jeff Francis improves to 4-5. Matt Latos falls to 3-6. Steve Reed picks up save number 21 for the Rocks. So we'll go check out the standings. Last of all, we'll start in the National League. The Giants not playing to their level of last year's 109-win season, but they still lead the division by a game and a half over the Rockies. Giants only 35-32, only 3 games over 500. Rockies 33-33. The Dodgers only 5.5 games out despite their struggles. They've now won 4 in a row after completing the sweep of the D-backs. Padres and Diamondbacks bringing up the rear of this division. In the NL Central, the Reds lead the way by a game, 37-30, a game up on the surprising Brewers, game and a half up on the Pirates. Cardinals are over 500 as well. The only team that's really not playing that well is the Cubs. The Cubs actually started off terribly. They've now won 7 of 10 as the Cubs try to scrape their way back into the playoff picture a bit. Certainly plenty of season left. The Mets and Expos tied atop the NL East. Both teams playing terrifically. The Mets starting to cool down a little bit after their torrid start. Both are 41-25. The Braves have now won 5 in a row as they're trying to get over their early season doldrums. They're now within 5.5 at 35-30. Phillies up above 500 as well, 34-33. We head out into the American League. The Oakland A's, the defending champs, continue to be the best team in baseball, 47-19, playing 7-12 baseball. Terrific performance again from the A's, who are once again the favorites to repeat as champs. They hold a 10.5 game lead on the Astros. The Astros are 7 games over 500. They're not playing bad. The A's are just that good. In the Central, the Twins lead the way. The Twins have opened up a 4.5 game lead in the AL Central over the White Sox. Tigers have gotten themselves back within a game of 500. The Indians still have not clicked. Their pitching, which everybody thought was going to be much improved this year, with the addition of Addie Joss, who's been great, and Tim Belcher. Tim Belcher, sorry. I had Belcher in my head. He threw the Royals game for Corey Kluber. Not even remotely similar, but that's all right. But Kluber hasn't been great, and as good as Joss has been, the rest of the rotation has kind of faltered. But still expect the Indians. The Indians didn't really get it going until the second half last year, so don't be counting the Indians out as of yet. In the AL East, the Red Sox have won 6 in a row. They're playing great, 45-22, the second best record in baseball. And the Yankees have surged. They've won 8 of their last 10. The Yankees' offense just potent as heck. After a very, very sluggish early season, the Yankees started off, I think it was 11-20 or something like that. They're now 40-26. So the Yankees are on the rise as they try to chase down the Red Sox. Orioles at 500, Rays and Blue Jays both stink. Although the Blue Jays, lots of excitement going on there in Toronto as the Blue Jays drafted Josh Gibson in the recently completed rookie draft. Josh Gibson will join the Blue Jays next season and try to help turn that franchise's fortunes around. So that will wrap up the broadcast here. I greatly appreciate it. We'll check the next game on the schedule. Let's see. Teams we haven't done yet. White Sox play the Rockies. Atlanta. You know what? Maybe we'll do a shout out for our new Braves fan joining the channel here, and we'll get the Miami broadcast out of the way since we haven't done them as of yet. Greg Maddox goes for the Braves there. So maybe tomorrow's broadcast around noon will be the Braves and the Marlins for our game of the week. So that will wrap things up from here. I thank you guys, as always, for joining me. Gary, Sorrell, Brittany, Cheryl, Tex, Ags, Big Clue. Mike Silva was in the other broadcast as well before it got disconnected. Derek Wegener was here. Clee baseball fan joined us as well. Greatly appreciative. Steve Tate popped in for a bit early on. Also, so thank you guys so much. Hopefully I will see you guys in somebody else's streams later on in this wonderful community of ours. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.